down Ilara's spine. There was no mistaking it, the enemy wasn't just outside, it was within. Ilara turned slowly, dread pooling in her stomach as she faced Commander Zarek, who had somehow slipped past the chaos. His expression was a mix of amusement and disdain. "Did you really think you could play both sides without consequences?" he sneered. Lyra's grip on her weapon tightened. "What are you talking about, Zarek?" she demanded, her voice steady despite the tension in the air. Zarek took a step closer, eyes gleaming with a dangerous light. "I know who you are, Ilara Voss. A human spy sent to gather intel on the Varnax. Your little charade ends here." Ilara's heart sank. The walls felt like they were closing in. "You're wrong," she said, forcing the words out. "I'm here to help." "Help?" Zarek laughed, the sound echoing mockingly. "You've done nothing but meddle with forces beyond your understanding. And now, you'll pay the price." Lyra's eyes darted between them, confusion and anger mixing on her face. "You're lying. Ilara saved us back there. She fought for the Empire." Zarek shook his head, his expression cold. "You're blinded by emotion, Lyra. She's just using you to achieve her own ends." Ilara's heart raced as Zarek's words cut deeper than she expected. She had been playing a dangerous game, and now it seemed to be unraveling. "You don't understand," she insisted, her voice rising. But before she could finish, the room shook with another explosion. Zarek's soldiers stormed in, weapons drawn. "Seize them," he commanded, a cruel smile playing on his lips. In that instant, everything went dark. Ilara felt the world tilting as chaos erupted. Lyra grabbed her arm, yanking her toward a side exit. "This way," she shouted, urgency lacing her voice. They dashed through a narrow corridor, the sounds of gunfire echoing behind them. Ilara's heart pounded as they ran, adrenaline surging through her. Zarek's betrayal stung, but she couldn't afford to dwell on it. They needed to escape. "Where are we going?" Ilara panted, trying to keep pace with Lyra. "To the hangar," Lyra replied, determination etched on her face. "We can find a ship and get out of here. We'll regroup and figure out our next move." Ilara felt a surge of hope, but it was overshadowed by fear. What if Zarek caught them? What if they couldn't find a way off the planet? As they rounded a corner, they found themselves facing a group of soldiers. Lyra fired instinctively, the blast echoing through the corridor. Ilara followed suit, her training kicking in as she fought alongside Lyra, their movements synchronized like a well-rehearsed dance. They pushed forward, hearts racing, desperation driving them. But just as they neared the hangar, they were met with a wall of enemy soldiers. Lyra's eyes widened. "We need to split up," she said urgently. "I'll create a distraction. You get to the ship." "No!" Ilara protested, panic rising. "We can't separate." Lyra's expression hardened. "We have to. It's the only way. I'll find you. Just go." Ilara hesitated, torn between fear and the undeniable pull of her feelings for Lyra. But the urgency in Lyra's voice forced her to nod. "Be careful," she shouted, turning to sprint toward the hangar. As Ilara raced toward the ship, the echoes of gunfire faded into the background, replaced by the sound of her own heartbeat. She glanced back just in time to see Lyra charging toward the soldiers, her weapon raised high. But then, an explosion rocked the hangar, and Ilara's breath caught in her throat as the smoke enveloped her vision.